Hey guys, Miss Ashby here. So we are getting ready to do Simple Solutions 21. And so you're going to read a passage about the French coming to the New World. Okay, I cannot find my highlighter today, so I'm just going to underline any important information with a pencil. Or my pen. Pause me really quickly, read over the questions first so that you know exactly what you're looking for in the text so that you can more quickly find your answer. Okay. So while you are reading over your questions, I'm going to share so that you can see my simple solutions, okay? So let's make sure that we're on the same one. We have a text feature today. We have a map within our text. This map is showing us which European countries owned or claimed each part of the U.S., okay? So we have the French territory, the British and the Spanish territory on here. So let's read and kind of figure out what's happening here. In 1951, Jacques Cartier, a French explorer, set out in search of a water route to Asia. He sailed the St. Lawrence River, hoping it would lead to China. Ice and rapids halted the voyage at the modern-day Montreal, where Cartier and his crew spent the winter. The territory was filled with beaver and other animals. These animals were valuable for their fur. The French established trading posts in the New World, including Montreal and surrounding areas. The French claimed the territory for their homeland and called it New France. New France slowly grew to include most of the lands around the Mississippi River and its tributaries. The French developed good relationships with many Indian tribes and they became important trading partners. France imported many animal furs or pelts from its colonies. The growth of French settlements throughout North America led to a struggle between England and France, and in 1754, this caused a war between the two countries. In the colonies, it was called the French and Indian War because Native Americans were allies of the French in this conflict. England won the war in 1763, and as a result, France lost much of its claim to the territory of New France. Okay, so let's go to the question. Number 1, what caused France to lose its claim to the territory of New France? So if you go back to the text, this answer is in bold, okay? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to underline, or if you have your highlighter, I think it's the second to last sentence. In the colonies, it was called the French and Indian War, okay? So that's where the French lost their claim to New France to the British. So you should have circled losing the French and Indian War, okay? Animal pelts were important because settlers could make a profit by blank the furs to France, okay? If I go to this first paragraph and I look at the last sentence, it says France, which is in Europe, imported many animal furs or pelts from the colonies. So I know that the colonists were sending the fur pelts back to France. So if I'm sending something out of my country, that's exporting, okay? So let's make sure we circle exporting here. All right, number 3, look at the map. Name 2 tributaries that flow into the Mississippi River. So you have to look closely here, okay? But the Mississippi River is this river that kind of goes from north to south, right in the middle of the country. So 2 tributaries would be 2 rivers that flow into the Mississippi River. So here I see the Ohio River flows into the Mississippi River. So I'm going to put Ohio River. Okay. And I also see the Missouri River that flows into the Mississippi River. Okay. All right, 4 through 8, we have some vocabulary here. Okay. So let's start with A, power over. If I have power over someone or something, I have dominance. So let's put an A right here beside dominance. Okay. We should know this one, an area with common features. We know that to be a region. In the text, we see the word ally. And we talk about the Native Americans being allies to the French in the French and Indian War. So when we talk about the word alliance, we're talking about a partnership, okay? So the Native Americans fought alongside the French in the French and Indian War against the British, okay? D, an important crop of the Maya. I know that crop is something that you grow, okay? And maize is another word for corn, if you remember. So D is going to be maize. And high or low land is elevation. So make sure that you have the correct vocabulary words there. All right, friends, number 9. Which of these were advanced cultures living in the Western Hemisphere before any European colonists came to the Americas? So big clue word here, European, okay? So before the Europeans to the New World, okay, who was here first? Right off the bat, I know that the Dutch, the French, and the English are all European countries. So I know right off the bat, those are not the correct answer. However, you all did read about the Maya, the Inca, and the Aztec, okay? Those cultures, very advanced cultures, were in the New World way before the Europeans even came here, okay? And number 10, what important aspects of Spanish culture are still present in the areas once known as New Spain? Religion, language, music, art, or all of these? And certainly, without a doubt, we're going to circle all of these, okay? All right, guys. So that was Simple Solutions 21, and I will be posting 22 here shortly.